Hi, Joe.
No.
Excuse me?
Just whatever you want, whatever it is, no.
But...
Just no. No more trips here, no more trips there. I am not taking you anywhere.
Sam, I am.
Yeah, well, I know that.
Look, no, I don't want to ride. I work here at the cafe now.
Wait a minute, Tim gave you your job back?
Well, yeah.
Why in the world would he do something stupid like that?
What's that supposed to mean?
I cannot believe just what I said. I cannot. Marcus, where are you? I want to know why Sam is here. I thought Tim fired her. I mean, you could have knocked me over with a feather when she told me that.
Listen, I don't get it either, but she has her job back, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But you know what? We need to stand strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we can't let her use us anymore.
Yeah, that's right. You know, she's not going to be using us anymore like that. You know, that's right.
Let's stand strong.
Strong.
That's right. I mean, stand no more trips to the mall or anywhere.
Yeah, no more night outs on the town on me or day old flower.
That's right. All right, man. We
yeah.
stick together, man. That's us, man.
That's
Stick together.
Okay, Michael, all the indices are up one day, and they're way down the next day. Sure and then they climb back up, and then people are harping saying, buy gold, buy silver, buy these precious metals. It's we need to worry. Now, radiation is going to freak everything out. Gas prices are going to go through the roof because of everything that's going on. What do we do in an economy like this and just stay focused?
Well, probably, I get calls
FunFest is your birthday party capital of the world. Our party packages are so much fun and exciting that we call them Funfestic. Let the expert staff at FunFest create a lifelong memory for that special someone in your life. We offer packages for children, teens, and adults. We also specialize in group events ranging from 20 to 300 people. Book your next birthday party or group event today. Call us at 412-828-1100 or reach us online at www.funfestcenter.com.
Did you know that 95% of Christian parents do not send their children to Christian schools? One reason parents often give is that they want their kids to be salt and light. A noble idea, but consider that they have the rest of their lives to be salt and light. What they need now is an education where they can learn, think, and learn how to think in an atmosphere where their worldview is supported, not ignored or run down. Give them that, and their light will shine. Visit PittsburghChristianSchools.net and step up to Christian education.
Remember when paying attention to detail was important to building things that last? At Omega Home Improvements, we believe that your siding deserves that same attention to detail so it too is built to last. We specialize in a foam back insulated panel that features 5 times the energy efficiency and is 4.5 feet longer than other panels used on homes today. We're Omega Home Improvements, doing it right from beginning to end.
Check it out. New to You Kids features retail clothing for children. Many of our items can be found in high-end boutiques. We provide quality clothing and excellent service and specialize in dressing your children from head to toe for weddings, graduations, holiday wear, and pageants. We recognize that you want your children to look their very best. Therefore, these clothing lines are unique and fashionable. New to You Kids is located at 2405 Sawmill Run Boulevard, Route 51 in Pittsburgh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to announce we have a special guest, one of Pittsburgh's own most fabulous independent artists. Please put your hands together for Miss Joy Ike.
There's a rumor, pictures speak louder than 1,000 words, even louder than the sound you never heard. Take a snapshot of my face and put it on your desk. then you'll get to know me best. Oh, the Spirit of God speaks loud and clear with a still small voice you can barely hear unless you're quiet, like a picture. I am convinced you can paint his thoughts and get his point across more than 1,000 words, just a picture. There's an echo of a life lived 2,000 years ago, and it's fading, fading, but I know we give a life to what we choose to know. And I know the Spirit of God speaks loud and clear with a still small voice you can barely hear unless you're quiet, like a picture. I am convinced you can paint his thoughts and get his point across more than 1,000 words, just a picture. More than 1,000 words, just a picture. More than 1,000 words, just a picture. Hey. So listen closely. Listen closely. Oh, listen closely. Oh, listen closely.
Hey, it's been a while since we've been able to work at the cafe like this together.
Yeah, right.
Are you going to film one of your shows today?
Maybe, but I won't need any help or anything, so, you know.
Well, okay. You know, my friends love both of your shows that you film. They never miss an episode.
Really?
Really? Oh, and I never miss any of them either, even the ones I'm not on.
Oh, really? Well, thanks. I had no idea. That's kind of...
Hey, Marcus, I really need to see you. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. You need me to sign off on an invoice?
No. Well, yeah, but that's not what. I thought you were supposed to be strong and not let her use us anymore.
Oh, man. She's good. I didn't even realize I was falling for it.
You know, we need to come up with a code word, you know, to warn each other.
Yeah, code word. That's good. What's the code word?
Stink bug.
Stink bug. I like it.
Yeah, anytime you hear stink bug, we know that Sam's up to something.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, man. I got your back, buddy.
Right,
I got your back.
Thanks. Yes.
So, I mean, it is, the economy is so up and down. I know that our president and Congress are trying to straighten it out, trying to smooth things out. But I just read a report 3 or 4 days ago where they were saying you can't even trust bonds much anymore because what if the cities go bankrupt? What if the federal government goes bankrupt? You know, all these things. So, Michael, what do we do?
Well, my first thought, Tim, would be is that as I hear all those questions come forward, if I don't have a plan, which is where I'd love to start to talk about, I react to all of those different things that are going on, and they might not be conducive for what I really should be doing. I'm doing a knee-jerk thing here. I'm doing something there, back and forth. So I really spend a lot of time with my clients talking about we need to have a plan. You know, we need to go through life with some sense of where we're trying to get and how we're going to get there. And that's not as easy as it might sound. You know, if I'm a young guy like you, your plan would be a lot.
Thank you very much.
Your plan would be a lot different than it is for me, who's 60 years old. Why? Well, you have time to make up for having a mistake. I don't have. If I make a big investment mistake, I have a lot less time to make up for it. I just recently read that from the crash in 2008, The average investor is just now getting back to where they were back then. That means they essentially gave up 3 years of returns just to get back. But how many people panicked, didn't have a plan, did some knee-jerk reaction, and now are maybe in a lot worse than they would have been? And that all sort of enters into that plan thing.
I mean, it is kind of a scary thing when you're talking about money, because on one hand, when you're investing and when you're getting these things, you want things to be low. You know, in my estimations, you know, now I want to be buying things while they're low, and when I go to retire, I want them to be high. So I shouldn't be panicking when things go low, as long as I'm continuing to buy, right?
Well,
when you buy low and then sell high.
The theory in itself is sound. However, it doesn't always work out that way, does it? And we see so many examples of that. What's really interesting is we have access to so many different investment products today than we've had, well, in many, many years. When I was a youngster, you never asked my father about what he made, where his money was, what went on. Now we all have access to so much information. He could only buy CDs. He didn't have enough money to buy a stock or a bond, so I never had to learn about that. Well, now we live in a world where we're all bombarded with so many of these many products, and somebody is trying to sell you all the time on those products, regardless of if they're sound for you. That's why you need to have a good underfooting about what's proper for you in the first place, or you're going to make a lot of bad decisions.
I mean, anybody that watches TV after midnight, and I watch TV after midnight because I'm up, and before 6 a.m. is hearing about, you know, buy gold now. You know, it's the future. Buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. I mean, is that, you know, is that one of those things that people need to really be considering for their portfolio, or?
Very possibly, yes. My first response to that would be, is that a part of your plan? For me personally, I've always had 5 to 10% of my portfolio in gold, silver, commodities, oil, things like that, because I want to be diversified. But there are times when it's not very prudent. My concern about gold today would be, it's at about $1,400 an ounce. It's highest levels it's been. A lot of people will now come running in and make a big investment decision because it's the wrong time. It might go to 2,000, 3,000, or 4, but it could go back to 1,000 when all this political climate changes too. So what do I tell you to do? If you're going to put $100 in the market into gold, let's say you make the decision that's what you're going to do, I would tell you to put in $25 each month over 4 months. Okay, because I don't know when it's right, when it's wrong, but I know I want to average in. You know, that's the thinking behind a 401k. I save money every month, put it in every single month. I'm not betting if I'm right or wrong on a particular month, but I like to call it paying yourself first. Set some aside. But you know, there's a lot of biblical application to all this too.
Oh, sorry. Hey,
That's
Tim.
okay.
Oh, order time?
Can I get anyone anything?
I think we're okay, but are you okay? Is something wrong?
Well, I guess.
What do you mean, you guess?
Joe
What's the
and
matter?
Marcus are acting really strange.
Well, to be honest, it's not really very unusual.
No, stranger than usual, Tim.
Really? Well, you know, Joe just did a pretty big delivery, and you know, when he does inventory, he kind of gets a little freaky.
I guess you're right. I hope so.
His place, his place.
Do you know that your morning cup of coffee can help clothe, feed, rescue, and care for the poorest of the poor? I know it may seem hard to believe, but it can happen. His Place and Kiva Han Coffee have joined forces to bring a special blend of coffee that will change the world. Hope Coffee is a direct trade coffee, which means that the families of the people who work hard on the coffee farms receive the funds directly from their harvest. In addition, the profits from Hope Coffee go to help rescue children in impoverished countries and bring the message of God's love to people all around the world. For a limited time, for your gift of $37, we'll send you as our thank you a His Place mug and a 12-ounce bag of Hope Coffee. Together, we're changing the world one life at a time through one cup of coffee at a time. Send your gift today.
His place.
and women of the United States Armed Forces, the USO delivers the joys and comforts of home. Even out here. Find out how you can help at USO.org. The USO, until everyone comes home.
Stink bug! Stink bug!
Where? I'll get it. Don't worry, Joe. I'm not afraid of stink bugs.
I think it flew in the cafe.
Oh, okay. I'll go look and see if I can find it.
Stink bug? What a dumb code word.
Well, you liked it a minute ago. Now you don't like it.
Well, I mean, it's more like code words, not code word.
Oh, you're right. We gotta come up with something different. How about thermometer?
No, something shorter, like shoe.
Piano.
I like Ike.
Yeah, she is pretty good.
Yeah,
huh?
she is pretty good.
Oh man, I like her.
You're saying about the biblical application.
Well, I think that there are a lot, but one of the things I encourage my friends and clients to do is pray about their finances. And what I mean by that is, dear Lord, I'd sure like a new car. That's not what I'm talking about, all right? Even though that might be our best chance sometime. But a lot of people don't understand. First of all, the Bible talks about money more than love or heaven. Tremendous applications about money. But what do we need to pray about? Discernment, making sound decisions, being motivated by the proper things. So many people deal with this after the fact, and it's like, God help me because I've made all these mistakes. Well, why didn't you ask God to help you along the way? Why would the Lord trust you with anything big financially if he can't trust you with something small?
Well, I mean, it's true. People do freak out a lot. I mean, they get worried. They respond to things like you were saying.
And that's natural.
They shift. And my philosophy has always been, and I need to hear if this is right, said, listen, you know what? Markets are going to go up and down. They're somewhat cyclical. I can't really freak. I got to keep my eye on what's happening and be wise, but I don't freak because it's going to shift. And that's, we were able to do pretty well despite this mess in 2008.
I would agree with you. And to watch CNBC all day long and watch those numbers go back and forth and to worry about it every night is a mistake. Look, most of us have a job that's not in the financial world. We need to go about our job. Maybe you need a professional advisor, somebody that can help you and guide you. But the fact of the matter is, most of us should be checking these things once or twice a month to make sure they're on track, quarterly reevaluate it, and let it play itself out. And if we're properly diversified and have a proper plan, I believe it'll work out in most cases. There's always exceptions.
Is there? How should somebody set the goal for what they want to retire, for what they want to do? How do they establish that?
Well, I like to see people get educated about the products and what's going on now. In this day and age with the internet and all, there's not any reason not to be savvy about finances. Most of us aren't. We didn't learn, we had to go out and learn it to do this. But maybe you need to surround yourself with some financial advisors. But go online, talk about a financial plan. You don't have to hire or pay someone, but start to learn terminology, how much you should be saving, how much do you set aside, what is my tolerance for risk? In other words, if you lose $200 in the market today, are you going to be up pacing the floor all night long? And if you are, then you shouldn't be involved in that product. And that's true about everything, really. If every time your children leave the house, if it makes you crazy, you shouldn't have any more children. But the same thing with our finances, too. So you have to develop a tolerance for risk. That's why my father never owned a credit card and never owned anything but a certificate of deposit. He didn't understand it, and while he maybe could have done better, he did the prudent thing because at least he understood what he was doing. I see people do all kinds of things, and I say, why did you do it? And they don't have a reason for it. I'll say, how did the product work? That's how they get scammed. Just because someone comes out and says, I'm a Christian, this is right for you, doesn't mean that it is the right thing. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
To be honest, it's somewhat of almost a red light to me when somebody says, they're trying to sell. I want somebody that's knowledgeable, someone that's good at what and if they are a Christian, that's great. I appreciate that, but I want the best that I can get.
Tim, never forget that it's your money. If I'm the advisor, if I'm the person to help you, if I'm always staying.
So, what are you guys doing?
Working, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm recording some shows later on. A show of Marcus in Your Cup, and then followed up by Cooking with Chef Marcus.
Wow, 2 shows in one day. I'm impressed. I don't know how you do it. Do you need any help with it? I can help out because I really like watching you make all the cool stuff.
Well, thank you. Maybe you can help by
Hey,
just...
stink bug, stink bug.
Where is it back?
I thought we agreed on piano.
Are you saying the stink bug's on Joy's piano?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on the customers.
Yeah, you do that.
What's got you down, Grumpy Gus? I mean, Gusette.
Joe and Marcus are acting so strange.
Stranger than normal?
Yeah. I may be crazy, but I think they're trying to give me the cold shoulder.
I don't think you're crazy.
Are you saying they're giving me the cold shoulder?
I don't know. You can't really blame them, can you, the way you had them running around?
I apologized to Marcus, and I was trying to apologize to Joe.
Oh, come on. I mean, Joe drove you all over town for God knows how long, and Marcus, I mean, he was paying undue amounts of money taking you and your friends out.
I thought they liked doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, you were just a misunderstanding, right?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Big stink bug, huge stink bug.
Swarm of stink bugs.
Invasion of the stink bugs.
Stink bug apocalypse.
What are you babbling about?
We're babbling about how much we do not like stink bugs.
Except we're not babbling.
Yeah, well, listen, I know when people are babbling, and you guys are definitely babbling.
Yeah, and we know when people are plotting.
Plotting? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Plotting?
like trying to invest a few dollars and reap thousands, business partner.
Yeah, and making me do all the deliveries to Shenanigans for free just so I can direct his shows.
Yeah.
That's not plotting, that's...
A misunderstanding?
Exactly.
You did that on purpose. I didn't mean to do anything on purpose.
Oh, come on, Sam. You knew what you were doing.
I didn't plot.
Listen, Sam. Listen to yourself. Come on. Yeah, I mean, you and I, we're so much alike. We can get people to do things, and they don't even realize they're doing them for us.
I am like you. Oh, it's a curse.
It's more like a blessing. You'll learn.
Luke, I am your father.
Stink bug!
Oh, man, knock it off.
No, really, there's a stink bug crawling up your shirt.
Yeah, there is.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, pardon the girly screams. Joy Ike is here, and we've just been enjoying her music throughout the entire evening, and let's give it up for Joy again. Woo!
No matter what you say, I'm gonna love you anyway. You know you just come and go. People are starting to think that I'm shallow, but you need someone to love you like I do. Just say I'm gonna love you anyway. You know you just come and go. People are starting to think that I'm shallow, but you need someone. You need someone. You need someone to love you like I do. I watch you when I wait for you. I sit here day after day for you. I watch you and I wait for you. I sit here and I pray for you. I watch you and I wait for you. I sit here day after day for you. I watch you and I wait for you. I sit here and I pray. You have someone. You have someone. 'Cause you need someone to love you like I do. No matter what you say, I'm gonna love you anyway. they just come and go. People are starting to think that I'm shallow.
So what do you would think?
No, I think she's great. Yeah, she's got a.
That's high
it's
praise
hip.
from you. I mean,
No, it's
she's
good.
You know, she's Christian.
That's okay.
And
You're
like
Christian
it.
too, and I like you.
Yeah, but I'm the exception. I mean,
No, I
you
know lots. I have lots of Christian friends.
Yeah,
I'm a Christian. Come on, what are you talking about?
Stink bug.
I have.
He's on it.
I had a guy come in and spray. I don't know what you guys. I keep hearing you talk about that, and I had a guy come in and spray. There shouldn't be a stink bug in the place.
Did you take care of Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, with his girly
Is
scream.
he with me or what? What is up with that screen?
Oh, go back in there.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
I'm glad you're in touch with your feminine side.
It's back on it.
I mean, it's crazy.
Hang on. There's more here than
think
what
there
meets
is.
the eye.
Well, no,
Do you,
I think-
did you do something? Are you behind?
Honestly,
stink bug?
this
Did
was
you
not
bring,
me.
Did you
No,
bring a bunch of stink
no,
bugs in
no,
here?
honestly, this was not me. I had nothing to do with it. It's, they're just, I think they found out that Sam was kind of playing them a little bit.
Well,
I think
wasn't she?
Yes, but they didn't realize that, so now they have realized it, so I think they're getting a little, trying to kind of figure it out. They're a little slow on the uptake, perhaps.
Okay. And you didn't have anything to do with this?
I was
have to
good
say,
boy.
But I'm actually surprised.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, the lights are on, the door is open, the coffee's strong. We're all hoping you'll stop by. So come on in and find a friend to help you on your way. Pull up a chair and find his care. We'll be here every day in his place. Ba-ba-da-da, his place, his place, his place.
All right, thanks for tuning in to His Place. And as always, if you want to find out more about Joy Ike or Michael Pueler, you can go to hisplace.tv and find out information. We've got everything right there for you. You can also check in, get reservations. You know what? You could come in and be one of the folks that's sitting here in the cafe by going to hisplace.tv. Remember, on the next show, Joy Ike will be back with us, and we've got the Turners coming in talking about what's going on in Haiti. So stay tuned. We'll see you then.